Hello and welcome back to Dumb Thumbs FPV. So today's video is this right here. This is the HGLRC Aurora V2. It comes in black and red. And I gotta tell you guys, this has been the toughest review video I have ever done, and it has nothing to do with this camera. This camera has been perfect. It has been everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Well, not quite everything, but close to it. Enough to cost me 2 weeks. I was supposed to have this review done for 2 weeks ago, but I've had nothing but issues. When Fitz contacted me and said, hey, we got these new cameras coming out, I'm going to send you a couple of them, can you do a review? I said, sure, why not? And I had this little 4-inch Japlura just sitting in a box. It's just been sitting for probably about, a year? 2 years? I don't know. But anyway, I thought, okay, you know, I have this thing sitting in the box, and I have a brand new HGLRC 440 stack just laying around. And I also had a receiver from a wrecked quad, and I also had the HGLRC TX20V2 also on that wrecked quad. The quad took a serious note. I was diving grain towers and just smashed right into the ground. So I mean, it was pretty damn bad. And so when I put this thing all together, of course the receiver didn't work, and the HGLRC TX20V2 didn't work. And so I had to order those things. So I got those things in. It took like 5 days to get here. It was crazy. I know we have some road construction going around here, but UPS is about a day late now. So then I got it all together. Everything was great. And then I went to go plug in a battery. Well, I haven't flown any 5-inchers this year at all. I've been using my toothpick after work. I've been using my Whoop after work. And so when I went to go use my batteries, well, they had dead cells in them. So I had to go out and buy new batteries. So that's another 3 days right there. So I have to apologize to Fitz and HGLRC for getting this thing out 2 weeks late, but it's here now. So what can I say about this camera? Well, guys, this thing is absolutely amazing, and that's no joke. It's 1200 lines of resolution, so it's extraordinarily clear. It is a 16:9 camera. However, I found in my 3x4 goggles, it wasn't a bad thing to fly. However, when I did go to my 16:9 goggles, it was absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to show you that to you. One thing I really like about this camera is the lux. So when I went out flying, in fact, I'm gonna put it up here on the video. I was out flying at night, and I thought, okay, you know, because I was doing the maiden flight on this thing. I was trying to. I didn't even do anything with the rates, so it was I have to have high rates because my thumbs are horrible. They've had too many operations, and I have to have high rates. So it was extraordinarily sluggish with the stock beta flight settings and everything else. But I couldn't believe when I was done with that last flight and I took off my goggles, I was having a hard time seeing. But yet in my goggles, there was I couldn't believe the lux on this thing. And I didn't know it would go into black and white mode. It wasn't set up for it. You could set it up automatically for black and white mode. If this thing was set up for black and white, which I will show you, the lux is 0.001. I could have been out there until 11, 12 o'clock at night. So very excited about that. And the reason why is here in about a month, we're going to go into fall. So the days are going to get shorter. So in September and October, especially in October, after work, I'm not going to be able to fly. And this is my therapy. This is what I'd use as therapy to get over the pressures of my day, the stress of my day, is to escape in my goggles and go flying after work. So now I'm really excited. I'm going to be able to do that more because of how well this thing performs with very, very little light. It's 19:19, so I mean it can fit into, well, obviously it can fit into smaller quads without a problem. In fact, I had to kind of put 2 TPU mounts on the side of this to get this to fit in here. So I mean it can fit in some pretty small things. Also too, it only weighs 8.9 grams, so that's really good. So the weight's really nice, and the input power. So the input power can go from 5 volt to 30 volts, so all the way up to 6S. This is 6S ready, so that's also really nice. And then it doesn't come with the little OSD board. I have like, I don't know, 7 of these things laying around, so it doesn't really matter, but it does come with the cord for it. So if you have one of these laying around, and I'm pretty sure most people do, if not, they're not that expensive. You can get them on HGLRC site. But this allows you to get into the menus, which I'm going to show you coming up here. And, you know, the menus are pretty standard, except for the day-night mode. The day-night mode was a little extra, which I'm going to show that, where you can set this to auto. So that's really nice as well. It has, you know, WDR support, of course. It's, you know, this is just a really, really nice camera. So let me show you what it looks like outside. I'm going to play around with it outside. I'm going to go into the shed. I'm going to show you how this thing goes from color to black and white, and how much it took to get it out, how much little light I had to create in the shed to get this to kick over to black and white. I mean, this is a pretty amazing little camera. And then we're going to go out and we're going to fly it. Okay, so this is the outdoor videos, the performance of the camera here. This is the DVR footage from the Fat Shark, and what I'm trying to do here is show how quickly it goes from dark to light, but it never goes dark. It just focuses in on my my hand. So I mean, it's pretty amazing how fast this thing focuses. So I try to go underneath the table, nothing. I mean, this thing's so fast when it comes to switching between lighter and darker areas. I can't. This is the menu screen, so this is I'm showing the day and night. I'm showing the different modes here. Pretty standard as far as most cameras, but it does have that day and night feature, where you can change it to just color, black and white, or automatic. So, and here's the language, and of course reset and save. And I can't remember what the bottom one is because my OSD was blocking it. So I'm going in the shed here. Once again, this is the Fat Shark DVR. Now, what's interesting about this is it didn't go to black and white here, which was interesting because the shed's actually dark. Like the corner where the little yellow can is and stuff, I'm trying to show that corner there behind the cement mixer. I can't physically see that with my own eyes. So for this camera to pick that up is pretty damn amazing. You can see the detail, the pressure washer and the snowblower. So yeah, so here you go. It finally kicked over when I shut the door a little bit. So it's about 4-inch gap. It finally switched over to black and white mode. So, but I really had to darken the shed in order for that to happen. So the lux on this camera is super, super low. And then I open the doors here, and you can see they're not even fully open. And it instantly goes back to color. And what I like about the camera too is the colors seem to be correct. The fence is a newer fence, so that's a correct color for that cedar fence on a bright day. The lawn's green, of course. Nothing's super saturated. The clouds look pretty good. They're not completely white blotches. They're actually pretty good. Then I walk over here to the bush because the bush was actually dark to my eyes, but for the camera it made no difference. So what I did here is I wanted to show, because the Fat Shark DVR and also YouTube compression tears things up, and what I was trying to do here is I wanted to, because it was so super impressive, I wanted to show you what it looked like on a screen, a 16:9 screen. So I grabbed my Bozcam monitor, and then I had my cell phone in there to film it. But as you can see, that the cell phone is filming the individual pixels right there. You can see the individual pixels on the Bozcam screen. So that really didn't do me any good. It clearly, I mean, it was an experiment. I wanted to show how clear this thing is because it's really, really, really clear. And so I was trying to show that, but the camera just picked up the pixels of the screen. So, and you can see the individual blotches. There are squares of pixels and stuff here. It's kind of ridiculous. So unfortunately, this little experiment didn't work, guys. It's so clear. I mean, it really is super clear. And I'm walking towards where the bag is. I put the camera in, and you can see I got a little map. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, as you can see, it's a very good little camera. It's very clear in the goggles. I was able to see things I normally wouldn't otherwise see, low-hanging branches, things like that, ghost branches. The performance, I mean, from light to dark is amazing. This really is a good camera. It is a beautiful camera. So I don't know, and here's another great thing about it, guys, the price. It's $20. HGLRC is $20, and HGLRC shipping, if you order from them, has always been very, very fast. So they don't mess around with shipping. It's not going to take you, 40 days in order to get things. They get things out the door pretty damn quick. So I would actually buy this on their site, because they do ship things so fast, and it's only 20 bucks. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I absolutely love this product. I will be able to fly longer in the winter time, or in the fall, in the winter, in the early spring. So I'm very, very happy with this. I'm happy with the performance of the little Japlura 4-inch too. I was really surprised by that, especially with the bullnose, little bullnose props on here. So if you like the video, guys, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, put them in the comment section down below, of course. And please subscribe, guys. I mean, if you want my videos more and more, this is a non-monetized channel, guys. I don't make any money on this. This is an extension of my hobby. So if you like my videos, subscribe. I got some more stuff coming up. And I have a DJI digital system also coming up. It's going to take me a couple weeks, though. But I have some other stuff coming up. So please subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a great day.